Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world. So what do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up my juice little lights. Thank you little lights, you're delicious and bright. Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world. So much love to you all as well, my delicious little babies, okay? Now then, so the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, well, since the last time, because this is going to be my last video for the day, my delicious little babies, it's not like me to make this many videos. I haven't done this in quite a while, actually. Well, it has been pouring down with rain. If it's raining, it's raining. And it has just stopped hailing, okay? So it's hailing, okay, and it was really pelting it down just a few moments ago, okay. So it seems that they want to dish it out, don't they, in the old UK? I'd say, my delicious little babies. Well, you know, like I said, bank holidays and all that. Anyway, it may differ in other parts of the UK, but that's what it's like in our neck of the woods in the old UK. Okay, now then, if you do enjoy the video today, then please click on the like. For others of you, please feel free to subscribe. And thank you. Now then, so I want to start by saying, I've been watching a few videos, okay, my delicious little babies. Now, you're probably wondering to yourselves, well, why does she just keep going on about these things? Well, I just feel that we've got so many things that are going on in the old world right now. God bless, okay? And if it does not seem to be one thing, it seems to be something else, okay? But at the same time, there are other things that seem to be missed out, shall we say. Okay, my delicious little babies. So I would like you, please, and I am going to, you know, anything like this, okay? So this is on YouTube, our old YouTube, okay, my delicious little babies. And if you could please tap in, okay, I'm better off, and I do not like this word, my delicious little babies, but sometimes you have to use it, dead, okay? I'm better off dead, okay? 11-year-old escapes arranged marriage, okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, if you look in the old subscribe box, it should say the Young Turks, you know, Turks as in T for Thomas, U for umbrella, R for Romeo, K for kitten, S for sugar, okay? Or you know, the other way to do it, my delicious little babies, is just to type in, you know, the Young Turks, okay? And then you'll see I'm better off dead, 11-year-old escapes arranged marriage. Now, this was only a very short video, my delicious little babies, yes. Now, this young bairn, and it's showing her, and it's in, you know, writing underneath, like subtitles, okay? And, you know, well, basically, I mean, this little young bairn, and God bless her beautiful, and I will say that, my delicious little babies, God bless her beautiful, dear little heart, okay? And I wouldn't mind, I mean, I happen to have, and I'm not just saying it, you know, to be biased, or I'm not just saying it to, do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, no, I am not, okay? But I have two, and how I love them so, I have two beautiful and wonderful, yes I do, daughters, okay? They are very beautiful, they are very, you know, and I feel truly blessed, and so does their father, okay? Feel very blessed that we have two very beautiful and creative and gifted, there we go, young ladies, okay? and they're beautiful inside and out. Yes, okay. So I'm not just saying that because I'm a mother, and by the way, I'm not saying this to hurt, offend or upset any dear lady or any dear woman out there who has had it experienced, where unfortunately she may not be able to become a mother, or something else very sadly may have happened, okay? So please, I'm not here to upset, okay? I'm just wanting to get across to explain things, okay? Now, this young bairn here, what a pretty, oh, God bless her. What a pretty young bairn, yes? How could her parents want this for her? Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Now, what this young little bairn was trying to get across, she was getting it across actually, right? She really was, you know. She was really going for it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, and she was not happy at all. And of course, you know, she ran to escape to her uncle's, yes? But he wasn't in at the time. So anyway, but it's only a very short video, okay? But when he found out, he, you know, to help her, do you see what I'm saying to you? Then in between what she was talking about, because I never wrote that bit down, in between what she was talking about another dear lady who, and again, I'm so sorry. I know that some things I say may not be, you know, what everybody wants to hear, okay? But somebody else who she knew, because it was such a fast video, okay? And I just needed to get my video out while it's still late, okay? Is that this poor dear lady who she knew, I'm not sure if she's a relative or a friend or something, yes? She doused herself in petrol. God bless her. And she killed herself. And may she rest in peace. And other dear, beautiful young ladies, young women who very sadly, you know, have to go through all of this shite. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes? But the fact of the matter is, she really had her say, my delicious little babies, yes? So I'll repeat this once more. I'm better off dead. 11-year-old escapes arranged marriage, okay? And what I found, so, you know, from my heart, yes, is that she actually, you know, she is explaining it from her little age. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and she does not want it. I mean, she was very vocal, God bless her. In fact, she reminds me of me when I was that age. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, you know. I mean, if I had something to say, my delicious little baby, she could be well assured that I flipping did say it. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, I mean, obviously, well, it's obvious to me, so I do apologise, my delicious little babies, but not to yourselves. But, you know, I didn't have that situation. I mean, my dear mum, God rest a beautiful dear soul, dear Mama Bear, yes. Well, her father was a Bangladeshi, but her mother was white Irish. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So it was a different situation. And my dad is Broad Yorkshire, is a white gentleman. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So I'm not talking about that sad things. I'm talking about, you know, I could be very vocal. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, if there's something that you do not like, or there's something that you're seeing that's in the world that's not correct, you know, that you say it. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And thank dear God Jesus Christ in Nazareth that I did not have a mother, God rest a beautiful dear soul again, or a dear father, the same, you know, who's the same as that. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But it's just explaining from the side of a young bairn and how she feels in herself. So please, for any of you delicious little babies out there, please just take the time, you know, just a little bit of time, you know, just to listen to that short video. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes? Because it's very important. And this is going on in all other parts of the world. Yes, it is, my delicious little babies. Yes, even as we speak now. Do you see? As I'm speaking to you, sorry. Do you see? And these young bairns or young teenagers, they do not want this. But, you know, it has been forced upon them. And it's all wrong. And this needs to be addressed, you know. Then we go the other side of the things, yes. And then we're looking at young virgins for sale in, the virgin markets in Bulgaria. And where is this now? Let me just see. Roma Brides Market. Okay, now you see, I'm just going to tick these off my delicious little babies. Now the thing is, right, in Bulgaria, they can be married, usually from the age of 13 to 20, okay? There's a young lass who I was just looking at. I mean, she's a quarter of a century, 25, so she was very old. Usually what they were saying is if you're not married by 20, well then you're called a spinster. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. And then we've got the other side of things. So even though you see them all getting dressed up, and do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. What it is that these young lassies, they do not like, shall we say, well, there's only one way to put it really, they do not like the men that are on offer. Okay, they want to be able to choose their own man. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But a lot of them, in this Roma, Bulgaria, right? Well, a lot of the dear young ladies are illiterate, when they want to, make something of themselves. They want a career of some sort. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So we're hearing from different parts of the world. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and different things. So, there's a lot going on here, my delicious little babies. And then finally, this one here is, all I'm doing today, my delicious little babies, is giving you food for thought, and just to please, look at these videos, or just please, take note of things. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, because I can assure you now, I would say it's going on, there we go, in every country. There we are. Okay? And I'm sure if we flipping dug, deep enough. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Okay? Because like I said on another one of my videos, yes? That, lots of different things, yes? But what it is, they like to become more, let's just say, craftier in harding things. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Okay? So, anybody could be living in a road. Anybody could be. But they do not know about somebody else's life. I've said that before, just like when I talk about, like domestic violence, and different things. There we go, like that. Do you see what I mean? Nobody knows anybody else's sorry life. Do you see? Now, this other one, and I thought I'd save this till last. Now, this is actually, and again, if you could please, on YouTube, yes, my delicious little babies, and if you could please type in forced to marry at 13, okay? Bangladeshis, okay? Child brides. So I shall repeat that once more, my delicious little babies. Forced to marry at 13, Bangladeshis, child brides, and that's on YouTube. And if you look in the old subscribe, it should say Journey Man's Pictures. Okay, so Journey, it's two separate words, but into one word, if you know what I mean. Journey Man's Pictures, okay? Now, this video, I think it's about, just over 25 minutes long. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. And by the way, sorry, just going back to Bulgaria for a moment, yes. This is a big ka-ching. Okay, so, so these young lasses, the virgins, they're Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But these young lasses were saying that they did not want to be married off to, say, a wealthy or a rich family or something like that. Do you see what I mean? There wasn't so... what one of the young lasses said, wasn't really into that kind of thing. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes. But anyway, well, you know, that was that really. But I mean, the things that go on. And that's why I've got to be honest with you, my delicious little babies, even though I left home at such a young age and everything like that, I feel truly blessed, okay, that, you know, I had the parents that I did. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Because some of these young lasses and around the world, well, actually, there's a lot of them, God bless them, yes, okay? Well, you know, they do not have the same fate. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so I find myself truly blessed, my delicious little babies, yes, okay? So anyway, this one here, this is about a young lady, so getting back to the Bangladeshi, okay? Child brides, yes? And this young lass is called Beasley, okay? And what it is, she wanted to be a doctor, okay? God bless her, okay? You know, she wanted to get an education. She wanted to study. Yes, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, it's really sad, you know, my delicious little babies. And I'm not here to depress you, okay? I'm just here to explain. I'm done explaining this. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but this... I find is very close to my heart. Do you understand what I mean? Because it's like you have to feel how they would be feeling. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and it's not a very nice existence. You know, when you know, when all of the odds are stacked against you. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, I mean, for most women, I mean, it should be the most, well, only from what I've been told, my delicious little babies, I'm just not your type of woman there who's ever wanted to get married. And I can assure you all of this now, my delicious little babies. It's not that I've been short of offers, okay, my delicious little babies, yes. So, you know, not that I'm banging my own drum, I'm just simply done saying it. Do you see what I mean? But it's just that marriage was never on my agenda, okay? If any man was to marry me, I have a very different outlook on things. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. He would have to be super duper special, super duper flipping banging. Do you understand what I mean? And he would have to have something super duper flipping wonderful, okay? And I'm not on about ka-ching, I'm on about in himself. He would have to be beautiful inside and out for me to even take a flipping butcher's a look at him. Do you see what I'm saying to you? That's just a figure of speech, my delicious babies, a butcher's, okay? But, you know, it's just never been my kind of thing. But from what I've been told, okay, from other dear ladies and women who have, dear women who have got married, it's supposed to be the most beautiful day of your life. I mean, you're not supposed to be totally depressed before it and then feeling totally depressed during the marriage vows and then crying your eyes up, God bless, you know, after they're married. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But this is what happened in this video, you know. There we go. And it's flipping true, you know, my delicious babies. Like I said, please take the time to just please watch it. For those of you delicious little babies out there who even have a slightest interest, okay? Yes. And then for some of you delicious little babies, because don't forget, we all have different lives, yes? But you may look at yourself and think, gosh, you know, I've been lucky, you know, there we are, I've been lucky or I've been blessed in you know, my life. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, and then we may have other delicious little babies where, you know, maybe for some of you delicious little babies, if it's not yourselves, it may be somebody who you know, and God bless them, yes, who sadly had to go through this as well. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But anyway, I'm going to read it out. So anyway, Beasley, she never wanted to get married. She's 13 in Bangladesh, yes. Now, she never wanted to get married. She's only seen this man once. And by the way, you know, call me being rude. I do not feel that I am. I never wrote his name down because I didn't see it being worth writing his name down, quite personally. Okay, my delicious little babies, because I'll read out to you what he had to say. Okay. So she's only met him once, and he's 25. So he was 25, and poor dear beautiful little Beasley, 13. Okay? So you got Muslim and you got Hindi. Now, Beasley comes from the Hindi, okay? But then you got Muslim, which is the other side, okay? My delicious little babies, yes? Now, these marriages, like from the age of 13, okay, or even younger, well, that's classed as illegal. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes? So I need to make that clear, okay? Now, Beasley Roy's, you know, that's the name, Beasley Roy's, okay? Husband, his last name's Roy, okay? This is what he said, and this is before they got married. Our delicious little babies, yes? So he was talking to a young woman, okay? And explaining, yes? Now, you know, you see where it's at the bottom, you know, where it's subtitles, yes? In fact, I thought he was a flipping... Myself, personally, I thought he was a cheeky flipping effer. That's what I thought. But anyway, that's my feelings on it, my delicious little babies. Cheeky flipping sod. Anyway, he said, right, this is Beasley's future husband, that he wanted the most young and innocent bride. Okay? Oh, but listen to this, my delicious little babies, right? And I won't say it gets better. He had better offers. Oh, had better offers when you take a look at his boat race and his skinny, scrawny little flipping body. Do you know what I mean? And his damn cheekiness, right? He's had better offers. Right, he said. What he liked about Beasley when he saw her, okay, is that she's pure, right? He likes her behaviour, my delicious little babies. Did you hear that? He likes her behaviour. Because what he was saying was, the other offers that he'd had, yes, these are girls who, you know, they could meet another lad when they're out, you know, not doing anything. Do you understand what I mean? They could be just simply just talking to the lads. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And he would have been offered more, but he said no, okay, because he doesn't want, his words was, I'm just going to tell you, a good girl, everybody, my delicious little babies, yes? Are you listening to this good, yes? Please and thank you. Which, by the way, 13, poor little Beasley, yes, she is a teenager and she is a young lass, so therefore she is still a young girl, isn't she? So he got that flipping word right, the flipping twat, right, when he's a 25-year-old man who's probably done a few bits and pieces with other young girls there. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? Reading between the lines, yes? Anyway, so a good girl goes to school and straight home. Huh? Do you know what I mean? Laying down the law, yes? Do you say? Right, okay. And he simply said, that is it. Okay, that's what he had to say, that is it. Do you see? Right, very matter of fact. He said, when I come home, so what he wants from Beasley, yes, and this is before they got married, yes? He said, when I come home, he said, she can cool me down, yes, right? And relieve me of my tensions. Huh? So she's there really like a slave, is she not, yes? So what is it now? So you may as well get a fan. Do you see what I'm saying? Or get a flannel and wipe him all down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then on top of that, then your man then wants something else. You know where I'm going with this? My delicious little babies, yes? Anyway, so she can calm me down, relieve me of my tensions. He said, a good wife takes care of me. okay, when I come home from my shop, right? She will make me food, yes. You're hearing this, my delicious little babies, yes? She will make me food and get along with my parents. Now then, I've known many over my decades, my delicious little babies, yes? Yes, I have, right? And I also know that lots of the young ladies who I've known over the decades, yes, 9 times out of 10, and I will say that, my delicious little babies, 9 times out of 10, they do not get along with their in-laws. But yet they're stuck in that house, cooking, cleaning, ironing and washing. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So this is the truth of things. And it happens in the UK big time all the time, and it has done for decades. Okay, my delicious little babies, we need to get that straight. When your man there's slipping off and doing whatever he is, yes? Need to get that straight, right? So that's that. Now also, so I'm going to tick that off. Now, what happened during this video, yes, is that when it was coming to the marriage, yes, because obviously everybody was getting, ooh, you know, and all this flipping shite, yes, getting all excited, yes. Well, the thing is, poor Beasley was not getting excited, you see what I'm saying to you, so they're doing up to make her a bride and everything. Well, anyway, then the authorities got wind of it, so somebody must have grasped. Do you see what I'm saying? Then they had to all run to another location. Okay, so it's a different location. Okay, so that, you know, so that she could be married off, basically. God bless her. Okay, but anyway, if you looked at her in a bride's, you know, wedding outfit, yes, well, she just kept her head down. I mean, it was just so sad to see my delicious little baby. So sad. But him, your man there, oh, he was looking all flipping delightful, you know, get it done quick, get me done quick. Do you see what I mean? Because they didn't want the authorities to find out this other location. Do you see what I'm saying? So they had to do it all quick. Anyway, poor little Beasley now, she, you know, wants all these wedding vows and all this. Anyway, she broke down. God bless her beautiful, dear little soul. She really broke down. And she didn't want to leave, you know, her family home. I mean, you're talking about a young bairn, a young lass, a young teenager, 13, with the rest of her life ahead of her. Do you see? And she had all these high hopes, you know, to become a doctor and everything, yes? Anyway, so then, you know, she fell to the ground, she was crying and everything, and anyway, one of the family or something picked her up and, you know, bundled her in the car, and away she went, yes? Then they, you know, it was fast forwarded basically, and then it showed where, you know, she was sat there with her husband, do you know what I mean? And your woman there asked her, she said, you know, she said, are you still, what was it, you still wanting to be, you know, to do what she wanted to do as a doctor or something, yes? And she said, well, I don't know, she said, I won't be able to do it now. And her husband was sat right next to her. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies, yes? So, you know, all I can say, and then you had other young ladies who were in this like hospital where they had all sorts of what I would call, so I'm just going to close my book, all sorts of different, what I would say, if you're reading between the lines, different, I would have said, injuries of some sort. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? It's just that, you know, it was only a short video, okay? But, and then this poor, dear young lady, you know, for 9 years she'd had something wrong with her. Do you understand what I mean? Which, you know, to do with her urine and everything. And then that was the first night in 9 years that she was actually dry. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Because there were other young ladies in there who, you know, they became what do they call it? Incontinent. Okay, which means that you cannot control, well, For those of you beautiful and delicious little ladies and delicious little women out there, you'll get what I'm saying, yes? But, and so will you, dear gentlemen, dear men out there, yes? But what I'm saying to you is, yes, that of course, you see, that's why I'm saying, you know, if you look at where we are, I mean, I'm not saying that this does not happen to, do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that, you know, there's been some of these dear young lasses, you know, I mean, they have horrendous lives. And then in between that, there was another, so there was Beasley, then there was another young teenager. And while she was pregnant, I think she was 13 as well, when, you know, when they married her off, yes. And while she was pregnant, her flipping husband was hitting her, beating her up. Yes. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. Now, I mean, why should any of this be allowed to continue? Do you see? And that poor lass, the one who's been beaten up, yes, I mean, she didn't even have, because she was so young when she gave birth, you know, that she didn't even have enough milk or anything. She was malnourished, you know, never had enough nourishment, you know, in her own body. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. But this is the other side of life. You know, but when you, and then there was another video, which I never clicked on that, so just, like I said, I just wanted to get so many out, yes, where you got others with the parents. So where was that? Filipino? Which, I mean, I've known about a lot of this anyway for decades, yes? But where they sell the bands, which of course, they were doing that long time. And even if we go back to, where is it, to China? You know, I mean, please do not get me wrong. I've got nothing against, you know what I mean, any colour, any culture, anything, right? I'm just saying that these sort of things have been going on a long time. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, it's like when the young lass, when she gets to a certain age, she's then sort of classed as a burden. Do you see what I mean? Especially like in the Asian. Do you see? Okay? And of course, you know, in the religions, you know, what they do as well, you know, it's like they have to have, you know, some kind of ka-ching. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? You know, and then of course, you know, you got the rich, you got the medium, you got the poor. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But just let me have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. But what's a blooming terrible shame, my delicious little babies? And I mean, you just wouldn't... I mean, none of this should have gone on at all, my delicious little babies, yes? None of it should be going on at all, yes? And I mean, even when they're young and they're having little babies, it's like a baby having a baby. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, yes? Poor young lassies. You know, and the poor little bodies, you know, I mean, even if you look at an adult woman or an adult lady, yes? I mean, you know, being pregnant and everything, yes? I mean, well, of course, sometimes it can take a toll on your body. Even for a grown woman now. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, I mean, imagine a poor young bairn going through this. Do you see what I mean? And her parents not giving a shite. Because that's what it is, my delicious little baby. It's not giving a flipping effing shite. And then, what was it, years ago, just before I closed out my video, years ago, to get these young bairns from the old UK, yes? And then drugging the poor young lasses, poor young teenagers, and putting them on a plane. You know, they'll never come back here again. Do you see what I mean? Because they're stuck back in their own country when they didn't want to be there. They were happy, you know, they had a life here, do you know what I mean, where they could learn. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Can you see? I mean, when you actually look at it, my delicious little babies, I mean, it's flipping wicked. There we go. It's flipping wicked. It's wicked and it's putrid. I mean, what kind of mothers are these? What kind of fathers? To allow this sort of thing to go on? Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes? Flipping flipping awful. Anyway, so that's the end of my video, my delicious little babies. So we'll not be putting out any more now today, okay, my delicious little babies. But thank you so very much, even if you've even taken the time just to even listen to my videos today, okay? Thank you. God bless you, okay? And may you all be blessed with so much love and happiness, yes? There we are, wherever you are in the world, okay? And thank you for any likes, okay? You know, or any comments even. Do you understand what I mean? Sometimes it shows that I've got a comment, you know, and because I'm only a very small channel. Well, I'm not only, you know, I'm a small little channel, do you know what I mean? Because I haven't been on the YouTube for very long. But I'm very grateful and thankful for who I have as my beautiful and delicious little subscribers, do you see what I mean? And anybody who passes by, you know, so thank you, okay? I really appreciate it. But I just want to highlight things. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, that all is not well on some fronts. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and it's going on. It should never be going on. But anyway, so all we can do is send out our thoughts and prayers for these dear young ladies, you know, and the lives all over the world, okay? Where, you know, wherever they are in the world, you know, and please just to send out our thoughts and prayers to them all. Do you understand what I mean? Because, you know, when some in the world, do you understand what I mean, have what I call full and plenty, meaning that, you know, we can nourish our bodies, we can, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, we can make our own choices to a degree that many of these other young lassies, they simply cannot. And I do not mean that nastily by saying simply, but they cannot. And how sad is that, my delicious little babies, yes? It's like they've just got no love, it's just they're just stuck there. Do you see? And it's just so sad. It shouldn't be that way. Oh, and just before I go, there's a young gentleman on that same video with dear little Beasley, God bless her, and God bless the other dear ladies, for all of them who've gone through terrible things. But anyway, a young gentleman, and he goes round. I'm so pleased about that. He's a young gentleman, and then he takes other young ones round, you know, to stop them, you know, these young lassies from getting married off. So I'm really pleased that you got that young gentleman who's, you know, doing his best to make changes. Do you see what I mean? But please, for anything that I've said today, my delicious little babies, please just a little bit of time out of your day or not. Do you see what I mean? Just to take a look at these short videos that I have explained to you. Do you see what I'm saying? What I've given out, yes? Because it's really important, and I just believe if we put all of our positive energy out, that we may be able to help. Do you know what I mean? We can even do it, channel it from a distance. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? That some of these changes for the good are made. Do you see? And even though, you know, because in the world, you know, we're always going to have ignorance, aren't we? So you're going to have some who are just so flipping damn well ignorant. Do you know what I mean? Like their own shite doesn't stink. Do you get me? Yes? Well, the fact of the matter is, you know, there's always somebody who knows somebody else that something is happening to, yes? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so that's why I always say nobody should ever be ignorant, okay? And we should always try to find some way, I mean, apart from I will not accept certain things in the world. Well, I certainly do not accept paedophilia. No, I do not, okay? But this is paedophilia, isn't it? It's paedophilia. Do you see what I'm saying? And these young lassies do not have any say in what goes. Do you see? It's just so very sad, and I just want to highlight these things as well. So, as well as my other videos, you know, where I talk about other things, just like I'm just trying to cover different topics and different, there we go, and different subjects. That's all I'm trying to do. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, but, you know, for some of these dear little young teenagers and young lassies, you know, little Bens, you know, we may be able to help just, you know, through hope and prayer and positive thoughts that we send out. Do you see what I mean? Because we can send a lot of light out into the world. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? And you may not feel that you're managing to get through to someone, but you'd be amazed what the light can do. Do you see? Anyway, so thank you very much for listening to my video again, okay? And please take care of yourselves, my delicious little babies, and also please try and take care of others, okay? Because there are going to be a lot, yes, who are going to be needing that extra help in one way or another, okay? And please continue to feel the love, okay? And please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to any family, friends or work colleagues. Please give them a great big juicy hug, if you can, of course, okay? And please tell them that they're wonderful, juicy, beautiful and delicious, and that you love them so, okay? So until my next video, my delicious little babies, I'm not here to depress anybody, okay? I'm just, highlighting things. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes? So until my next video, much love, God bless, take care, thank you, goodbye.